Here with Dusty Wakeman and Mike Dumas. Welcome.
Hey Eric, thanks for coming.
Glad to have you.
Glad to have you too, Mike. It's a pleasure being here. I wanted to ask you about some of the history of Mad Dog Studios.
Well, I'm the older guy, so I'll take that question.
Okay.
We started in 1980 as a 16-track demo studio.
Okay.
And over the years, we've been through about 4 major incarnations, each time getting better equipment, trading up. And usually each time we took the trouble to change equipment, we would make the place look a little nicer. And about 2 years ago, Michael and I hooked up. We'd known each other for a couple of years, but we decided to become partners when my old partner decided to retire from the music business and go back east and take it easy.
Right.
And at that time, we totally expanded, gutted the place, and got the equipment that we have now.
I see.
This board came from a guy named Keith Olson, who's kind of our patron saint. It's got a lot of history to it. It's a Neve 8108 console.
24 track.
24 track, automated, 32 input console. And a lot of hits have been cut on this console with Keith, and we're hoping some of that good luck rubs off on us.
Well, you have state-of-the-art equipment here. I can't see why not. I know you do fabulous work because I did record here. Mike, I wanted to ask you, what type of clients do record here at Mad Dog Studios?
We've got a wide variety of clients. We've had George Merrill and Shannon Rubicam, which are on RCA Records with a new album for Boy Meets Girl, is their group name. They're also co-writers. They write together. They wrote How Will I Know and I Want to Dance with Somebody for Whitney Houston. Along with them, we have Preston Glass, which has done a number of artists here, from Jermaine Jackson with the Pointer Sisters, Kenny G, Tyka Nelson, which is Prince's little sister.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The list goes on. And Dusty's actually done a lot of work here with some well-known people, such as Buck Owens and
Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight Yoakam, and we're also working on a new person, Jim Lauderdale, which is his debut album will be out on CBS.
CBS, fabulous. Let me ask you, what does it take for the new artists to come into a studio like Mad Dog and come out with a fabulous tape?
Well, you know, part of our Mad Dog philosophy, I mean, we do, you know, the big league records, we do a lot of high profile stuff. And we also do a lot of stuff for unknown artists, new bands and songwriters. And we try to make sure that the new artist leaves with a tape that's, you know, not going to turn anybody off. I mean, a lot of people in the record industry say they don't care about the quality of the demo tape, they just want to hear the songs. But, you know, any song's gonna, the better it's recorded, the better it's produced, the better the song's going to come across. That's the whole point.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So we kind of work on a philosophy of trying to help people that can't afford our normal rate, you know, the corporate rate, the big business rate, to come in during the off hours, the time that we're not booked, and try to help them out and give them a really professional sounding tape that they can go out and do whatever it is they can do with it.
That's it,
or pass it out.
Excellent.
You probably get tapes all the time in your business.
All the time. But you know, you could tell when somebody puts out a great tape and you know there was a lot of love and care put into the work.
Oh yeah.
You know, I know at Mad Dog Studios here, that's the type of workmanship that does come out.
The whole reason we're here is because we love to engineer, we love to make music. That's the whole reason to have a studio. A studio's a good business, but our business is making music. That's what we're here for. So this is a vehicle for us to do our thing.
It's fabulous, fabulous. Excellent facilities here. I understand you worked with a great country artist, Dwight Yoakam?
Yes, I was Dwight's road manager for 3 years, and I did all of his house engineering on tour with him. And Dusty has engineered all 3 of his records, so we kind of teamed up on Dwight and pushed him along.
Yeah, that's how we met, was through Dwight. One of our main clients here is a guy named Pete Anderson, who's Dwight's producer and guitar player. And with Pete, we've done a bunch of albums over the last few years. We've done 3 Dwight albums, which have been partially done here, partially done in other studios. Rosie Flores, George Highfield, we did 2 albums for Enigma Records called A Town South of Bakersfield. Volume 1 and 2, which are compilation albums of the best of the country scene. And we're working on Jim Lauderdale's album, as Michael said, for CBS right now, which is an artist we started with a year ago and kind of developed.
Great.
Now it's been signed to a major label. And we're really excited about that one. I also play bass in his band, so I'm into that. But Jim's really great. He's a real prolific songwriter and a real good performer, so we expect a lot out of him. But Pete is the guy I spend most of my time working with outside of the other projects which I produce. In the last year, we did the Bone Daddies debut album for Chameleon Records.
Fabulous LA group.
Yeah, great band,
great
band. And one of my favorite bands. And that album is still selling real steadily, which is we're real happy about.
I understand Eric Burden from The Animals.
Yeah, Michael did that one.
Yeah, we did. Forget what movie that was for, but it was a remake of "We've Got to Get Out of This Place."
Oh yeah, fabulous song.
Great guy.
'65 it came out though, but it's that hit sounds excellent today too.
Yeah, he still sounds good.
Oh, he's great. He really is. Very R&B, a lot of blues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We do a lot of roots music here. You know, if it's country, rock, or blues, and we do all kinds of music. We don't specialize in any one type, but Michael and I both are really into roots, kind of rock and roll and country and blues.
I understand Stryper. Weren't they in here a while back?
Stryper did their original album.
Their first EP, a lot of it was done here for Enigma.
Really?
And great guys. Love those guys.
So, besides the studio, what have you guys been doing, you know, to come together like this? How did you meet?
How did we meet?
Well, I think we met initially through Pete Anderson.
Okay.
And because Michael had been on the road, as we said, as Dwight's road manager and live sound mixer.
Right.
And I'd been working with Pete. Pete and I first met doing the first Town South of Bakersfield album, which was for Enigma. There was a time when we were booking 5 days a week exclusively for Enigma Records.
Wow.
And this was before we upped the facility, and we were doing a lot of albums real fast.
Fabulous.
And it was a real good period for me because I never knew day to day what the project was going to be, so it was real fun. Ron Gowdy over there is a good friend, still a good friend at the studio. And
really?
Great guy, great producer, great ear for undiscovered talent. So A Town South of Bakersfield, the first one was just a project that he brought to us, and that started Pete Anderson and my relationship. And every time I'd go see Dwight, I'd always be impressed because his live sound would be as good as the record sounded. You know, usually the recording engineer is very critical of the live mix.
That's right.
The live mix is really good, you know. But Michael was always nailing it. I admired his work, and we really hit it off. We're both Texans, so we have a lot in common.
I wanted to talk to you, Dusty, about future plans. What's going on?
Well, the future looks pretty good around here. One of the things that we're working on now is expanding. There's some space on the other side of the recording room that we're hoping to get in the next couple of months.
Right.
And have a live drum room that's twice as big as what we have now. And also expand the control room a little bit. We're going to go into this wall a little bit, find room to put the tape decks, and that'll open up some of this area. The other exciting thing that we're going to do here is add all the synchronization and film and video equipment so that we can do mixing for film. That's going to be real fun. That'll be a big step for us, and we've got a lot of requests for that kind of equipment. The other exciting thing is we're planning on opening another studio in Austin, Texas.
Is that so?
Yeah, and it'll be a real big one. Very similar equipment, similar philosophy, but a lot more real estate.
And when is this going to happen?
Hopefully by, say, March of next year, March of '89.
Great.
They have a big music conference there that we called South by Southwest that is our target date, so we can get all those people in there to see it.
Nice. Are you going to have the same type of equipment?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have basically...
Meat and steer.
Yeah, meat and potatoes.
Yeah, great.
We'll have a lot of vintage microphones as we do here, and vintage outboard gear such as tube EQs and compressors, and like we have here, we have over 8, tube plate, which is marvelous.
Gee.
We've got 8 digital reverbs, tons of compressors, and you know, over 16 channels worth of gates, and a lot of goodies.
I really want to thank you for letting us come down to Mad Dog Studios here. It's been a pleasure.
We're glad to have you.
Oh,
thanks,
Dusty
Eric.
and Mike.
It's wonderful having everybody.
Welcome back to What Does It Take? We took you on a little tour over to Mad Dog Studios, and I'm here with Meryl Starvin. Welcome to What Does It Take, Meryl?
Hi, nice to be here.
Hi, Meryl, tell me, what is your job function at Mad Dog?
Well, I've been there just about a year now, and the most important thing for us is to customize the studio to be really comfortable for whatever client we have in. And our clients come in for usually a few weeks. They lock out the studio, and they kind of live there. Most of them are residents of the neighborhood. And whatever they're doing, R&B, jazz, pop, country, we just try and make them as comfortable as possible. We have a really nice lounge, and we're close to the beach, so they can go and hang out if they want. And the lounge, you know, accommodates with food, chips, drinks, whatever. And the studio runs by itself. They're real comfortable there.
I notice they're very flexible there too, and they seem to allow people to just do their thing. I noticed all the facilities there.
Yeah, Dusty and Michael are real family-type, comfortable people. They're not very pressured or anything. They don't put heavy demands on anybody. They just want the artist to be as comfortable as they can, and then they make music a lot easier that way.
Everybody records over at Mad Dog Studios too.
Yeah.
From the smallest artists all the way up to the big known recording artists.
That's right.
That's great.
And we try and do everything really organized for everybody so that maintenance is taken care of when no one's around, and it's always a comfortable flowing atmosphere. They always say our vibes are really nice, and they like the vibe of the studio and stuff because it's all just real relaxed. They have more fun in the lounge and in my office than they do working.
Oh, do they really? I noticed last time I was recording at the store, at the studio Mad Dog. I think it's fabulous. I'm really glad that you came down to What Does It Take, and also I wish them the best at the studio.
Yeah, hopefully we'll expand and you'll come out to Texas.
Excellent.
That'll be great.
This is Meryl Starbin from Mad Dog Studios, fabulous Venice, California, and we have everybody who is fabulous on our show at What Does It Take, so please write in, tell us. We read everything. We want to know. We do. And we will see you again next week. So have a great... Thank you.
At the jukebox rock at 12 o'clock on the dot. At the jukebox rock, one nickel does the trick and the kids are hip. At the jukebox rock at 12 o'clock on the dot. At the jukebox rock, one nickel does the trick and the kids are hip.